Yeah, it's not Hair Metal Monday. It is the final countdown, though, not just for this half hour of our news, but for my man, Mike Slifer here in News Center, Maine. This is your last day, brother.
Yeah, this is my real last day. We've done a couple of goodbyes in between.
I swear you left like 4 weeks ago. I started seeing all these goodbye videos and go, aren't I working with him on Labor Day? I feel like we talked about this, but anyway, today's is Mike's actual last day. If you didn't already know this, it's great news for him, sad news for us. You get to go closer to home, and as a guy who got to come home 29 years ago. I know what that's like. So.
Similar career path too. Both started in West Virginia.
Yeah. Wild and wonderful. So anyway, we'll miss you. You're awesome. We love having you here.
Thank you.
And you know, you can always come back.
Yeah, you never
Everybody
know.
comes back.
I was gonna say this station has a tendency.
We are like a magnet.
You never know. Yeah, thank you. It's certainly been a fun ride, and I feel like it's fitting to leave with like actual weather going on.
I know, right? You're gonna be busy. No mailing it in today, kid.
Right. No, it's been busy already to start, and it only gets busier from here on out. We've got showers ongoing right now, some of which are on the heavier side, and there's a new push of moisture starting to move up toward Keene, New Hampshire, and eventually that's going to make its way into Maine over the next couple of hours. Some spots in Massachusetts have already gotten over 2 inches of rain, and there's been some flash flood warnings that have been issued affecting parts of the 95 and 495 corridors. So that means that anybody traveling south today is likely going to be dealing with quite a bit as far as traffic goes. Some issues expected to pop up, especially if we actually end up with ponding on the roadways and some flash flooding. Take a look at some of these showers right here. We had some lightning in York County briefly, and some rain now starting to build back closer to the border here near Rochester, and that's eventually going to make its way over and back through York County, with some heavier showers still ongoing right now near Raymond, and these are going to keep moving toward New Gloucester and eventually make their way closer to some parts of the mid-coast. I also am tracking some showers right now that are moving into Hancock County. These have crossed the Penobscot Bay, and notice that these aren't quite as heavy as the ones in western Maine right now, but we're building more moisture in as we speak, so I expect rain to get heavier as the day goes on. And this is probably just sort of an appetizer to what is likely going to be a much more active afternoon. Weak area of low pressure in southern New England moving east. Second area of low pressure near Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania. That's going to move along this almost stationary front and bring a renewed risk for heavier showers as the day goes on. Notice by 9 o'clock we've got some heavier rain from southern Oxford County south into York County, stretching into Cumberland County, and maybe even clipping parts of Androscoggin and Kennebec counties too. Steady rain along the mid-coast, the Penobscot Bay down east. Most of this stays south of Bangor until about noon, and then we see a push north of some of our moisture. That's where we start to see some showers into northern sections of Oxford, Franklin, Somerset counties, stretching through Piscataquis County and moving down east as well. This is going to be a pretty steady period of rain. Some of these showers embedded in the steadier rain will be fairly heavy, and then we get another push of heavy rain, especially into southwestern Maine later on tonight. We'll start to clear from north to south. Notice that by even as early as 5 or 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, rain is wrapping up for Bangor and areas down east, but continues along the mid-coast and especially continues in southwestern Maine. York and Cumberland counties, I think, are going to get the brunt of a lot of this into southern Oxford County. That's really where I'm expecting the highest totals. Some isolated totals of 3 or 4 inches possible, maybe even a little bit higher in some spots. Plus, I think we'll see a lot more 2-inch reports, especially through central Maine and along the mid-coast too. Elsewhere, I'm expecting about a 1/2 inch to 1.5 inches of rain total. So the flood risk is really going to be located mostly along the mid-coast, Kennebec, Androscoggin counties, southern Oxford County too, into Cumberland and York counties, Carroll County, New Hampshire included in this too. Once all of this moves out, again tomorrow we're pretty slow to clear across southern areas. Northern areas see some sun. We end up with gorgeous weather building in for Wednesday, lasting through Thursday, and I think straight through the weekend. Seas today around 2 to 3 feet, northeast wind 10 to 15 knots, gusting to 20 knots. Water temp 63 degrees. That's going to keep temperatures everywhere today a little bit cooler, only around 62 inland, 68 tomorrow, a little bit warmer in northern Maine tomorrow. So the county wins this round for sure. We'll see some downpours at the coast today, high temps in the upper 50s, low 60s. But by Wednesday, we bring the sunshine back, low humidity, temperatures in between about 75 and 80 degrees. Talk about nearly perfect weather for a stretch of 5 or so days. And it's nice to get some rain by the time we actually bring the sunshine back. This way we're not like too worried about drought conditions getting worse or things like that.
That's good. And then the weather gets nice and people can still enjoy a little more sun. We're not done yet.
Yeah, no,
we're not done yet. We've got some nice 8s in that forecast.
Sit back, soak it in.
All right, Michael. Thank you very much, sir.